Youngest daughter who was attending school in Madrid. We haven't seen her on her birthday, on her 18th birthday, and of course during the holiday, Christmas and New Year's. So we figure by cruising Europe, which we already planned before anyways. We were considering either Europe or Alaska. Figured the best time to go to Europe, and to time the what we would call the post-holiday celebration or get together. Just like any other vacation plan, we planned this vacation, like I said, 6 months ahead of time. And we corroborated with the children, and they all agreed because of the timing. You know, the timing is basically when they're out of school. And that we timed it at the time when they would be out on a Christmas, or they call it, Christmas vacation. And so there couldn't have been a better time to time it. And we told Amanda, and Amanda knew about it ahead of time, and she was all excited about it because she knows, you know, this is the opportunity to show us Madrid. And she said, hey, you guys, can't wait to tell you that, you know, Madrid is beautiful and we're going to show you around. And her being there for a good 5 months already, she knows her way around. But one thing that they're really excited about is the cruise itself, because we've never been to Europe. This is the first time that we were going to Europe, and we're looking ahead to this trip. Well, I woke up, like I said, the usual way. You know, first thing I do is click the remote control, turn the TV on, and there's only 2 channels, CNN, BBC, British Broadcasting Company. And I switch from CNN because I've seen all those news, because they basically all they do is repeat the news over and over again unless they have a breaking news. And when I switched to BBC, that was a breaking news, you know. And it says something like, you know, cruise ship or luxury cruise ship sank off the coast of Tuscany in Italy. And as I was looking at the picture, and I'm looking at the route, because they're showing the route that the ship where it came from Rome. And I was telling myself, wait a minute, that can't be the ship. Because first of all, I didn't think it was, you know, described as a luxury ship. I was thinking of another ship that was on the same port the same day where Costa Concordia was in Barcelona. So I was thinking more of the other ship until we saw the text flashing on the bottom of the screen. It says Costa Concordia. And of course, you know, all hell broke loose. Didn't know what to do.
When you say all hell broke loose, what you mean by all?
Well, because of the fact that all of a sudden my heart starts beating fast. And I'd say panic, you know, panic attack. Same thing with Mina, because then now, what are we going to do? We're in Barcelona, we're in a country we've never been before, and communication has always been a problem because not too many people in Spain speak English. And so the first reaction was to go to the port. We figure, you know, by going to the port, somehow maybe there will be some representative waiting there for relatives like we are, who has children or, you know, family on board the ship, that, you know, maybe they would have some sort of information. But we were denied from getting in the port because they're saying that it's a Saturday, there's no office, there's nobody there, so therefore there's really no reason for you to go there. So we turn around, and cab driver says, you know, you can check online for their phone number, 800 number. Actually, the taxi driver gave us the phone number. He Googled it with his iPhone, and he gave us the number. So once we got to the hotel, we called the number, and basically the same answer we got from their recording, shall we say, because there's no one live to answer the phone, saying something like, no, our office is open Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. So basically, it's Saturday and Sunday. They don't have an office, so there's no one to talk to live, even in times like this, which is, you know, a real shame, if you ask me, because, you know, emergency situations like this, you thought somebody would set up some sort of a hotline or something as a sort of an information to feed to the family who are obviously very concerned with their loved ones. And there wasn't anything that we can do. That was the hardest thing about it, the helplessness, the inability to do anything. It's no matter what I think of, there's not a thing I could think of that could help with the situation. Because, first of all, what are we going to do? No, we already called the place. We've actually gone to the port. And both same answer, it's Saturday, we don't have an office. What are you going to do? I mean, I can't just fly to Rome without knowing what is going on. So basically, we were just relying on the news report here now. Yeah, like I said, that's like hitting a dead end. Every time you turn around to look for information or anything that can tell you something about the condition or the situation with the ship, with the passengers. Because hearing on the news something like 3 dead, 60, 70 unaccounted for, I don't know how I can explain to you how I felt that day, but like I said, it's like my heart stopped and my ears was just, you know, ringing. I don't know the kind of feeling, but it's something that I wouldn't wish for anybody. Yeah, well, I was walking because there's not a thing that I could do. There's not a thing Mina and I could do.
You walk where?
Well, just about anywhere. I went to church and went inside the church and prayed, and then just aimlessly walked around Barcelona just to, I don't know, maybe to kill time, maybe to somehow free my mind of the event of things that was taking place, and to not think too much of the bad things. But there's no escape. There's not a way in the world that you can, you know, completely forget about it, because it's there, it's happening, and there's not a thing you can do. I went to the park, bought a popcorn from a vendor, and just feed the pigeons. And, you know, as I was feeding them, I was just going through the motion, tossing the popcorn, and I see the birds. I mean, the birds are out there, they're having a good time. I mean, you know, it's a lot of food. But, I mean, was there an enjoyment, me doing it? I mean, typically on a situation like that, where, you know, you don't have to worry about things, but think about what you're doing, then, you know, I would get a kick out of feeding those pigeons. But at this time, there was, you know, it was all about the emptiness and the feeling of helplessness, emptiness, and wanting to know what is going on with your kids, and you can't get that information. So basically, like I said, it was a horrible, horrible feeling. And I requested adobo and sinigang from Vivian, and knowing how good a cook my sister is, and she readily obliged. And she says, just let us know when you're getting there so we can meet up at your house. And when we got home, you guys were here, and the food was ready, and hey, it's not a thing better than being at home eating your favorite food.